All right. Hello, everybody. This is Miss Hanson, and I would like to go over an essay that illustrates what I would consider to be authentic writing. Now, you might wonder, what does authentic writing look like? Usually, what it shows is that someone is thinking as they are writing. So rather than copy pasting in large chunks of text from an outside source, other than quotes, of course, that you can copy paste in anytime. And maybe not showing someone just copying something down from another tab word for word, where they're going back and rephrasing, re-editing, rethinking as they go. Oh, pop up here and redo this. Oh, change that transition. Oh, I hate the way I worded that. I'm going to delete this and rephrase. All of those things show genuine, authentic writing. Students who do well on writing are not those who sit down and just turn out a paper with no editing and no writing process. Instead, they are ones who edit and change as they go and at the end of a draft. So what I want to do now is I want to show you an A-level student essay from a senior Inver Hills class. This is from an American literature class in the spring of 2025. So what I'm going to do is share the screen here. This is the essay, and show you, first of all, this revision history tab that a lot of your teachers use to double check things. Now, the first thing that I do is look at this beige colored toolbar at the top, and I can see the total revisions. I can see how many sessions this person used. He went into his essay 13 times. I can see he spent almost 3 hours writing it. I can see that there was one large copy paste and one unusual pattern. That would be something I would want to check out. So I would click details, and I can scroll through and I can see what these things are. Okay, what I have is his thesis statement, which we wrote in another document. So funny enough, I recognize that instantly and know, oh yeah, I had them write that somewhere else and then copy paste it in. So when I look at that, I go, oh, of course, no big deal. So it doesn't mean that every time you copy paste something, it's going to be a negative result. It simply means, oh, I'm just going to double check. So what else I can do is I can show this replay at the top where I can see every single time that you have touched the keyboard and made an editing change. So I'm going to click show this replay, and I'm actually going to click 2x, 4x, that it goes fast. Well, we'll do 2x. It'll go slow enough where you guys can see it. You can actually go all the way up to 8x, so I can see it go super fast. But I'm going to click play here. And you guys can see what I'm doing is watching this person's cursor move. The green block is the cursor. So we can see that this student is editing his essay as he goes, changing the spelling of identity, changing the beginning of that sentence, respelling a word, changing a word, deleting and rephrasing something 3 times, changing spelling, going back and deleting a semicolon to a comma and changing a phrase, changing a word choice, respelling and deleting. Ooh, this is good. What we're doing here is going back to the middle of the paragraph and deciding to change something up here as well. I don't know if you noticed that, but the student was writing and said, ooh, actually, upon second thought, I want to edit something that I did earlier. And that's amazing, because what we see then is someone's thought process as they're going. And so when I'm watching this replay, what I'm looking for is thought process that is authentic. And again, good writers are not necessarily those who are able to write something just word for word, A+ level work the first time that they write something. What they do is they show a thought process as they go and as they edit. Now, we've gone through about 2 paragraphs so far with you watching the student do that, rephrasing phrases, going back and editing earlier parts, making sure that they change the spelling or word choice. What I am going to do is I'm going to speed this up, and I am just going to let it play through the rest of the essay, and you can watch this little green dot move around. So you can see this person rewriting topic sentences, adding another sentence before a quote, actually adding 2 more sentences before a quote, deleting that, don't like the way I said that, going to say it differently, pasting in a quote, that's awesome. No problem with pasting in evidence. That is absolutely okay. Going back and changing something at the beginning there. rephrasing throughout, going back throughout the conclusion and adjusting language as they go, which is awesome. There we go. Okay, so what we see now is a senior student who wrote an A-level essay. That was a really, really strong student example. I still use it as an example. And we can see that they edited as they went and they moved things around. They copy pasted different places. They edited as they went. And that is an example of really good and really authentic writing. When we grade your writing, something that we are looking for is for it to look like this. What we're not looking for, to be really honest with you, is copy pasting in large amounts of text from other places. And we are not looking for someone who writes an essay word for word that does not sound as if it is student work. Because what that shows is if you had something like AI up on another screen and you were simply typing in what it said on a second screen and you changed nothing except spelling mistakes. That does not look to me like authentic writing. All right, thank you so much. And I hope this helped explain to you what your teachers are looking for.